We're going to talk more about imperfect eating today. So a lot of people struggle with eating healthy when life is imperfect, and it can be the good imperfect, like it's a birthday party or you're traveling, you're going on a road trip, you're going across the country, you're flying to another country, uh, you're going on a date night, it's a holiday, all of those good imperfect things, not steady, not the same thing, good imperfect, and not so great imperfect things like your family member gets sick, you wake up late, there's terrible traffic, you had a really stressful day at work. So a lot of people struggle like eating healthy when life is not perfect, when they do not have things planned out to a T, when something unexpected happens, they end up eating imperfectly, super imperfectly. They end up eating a lot of junk food. They end up, binging and not feeling good, just not feeling good from the food that they're eating. So, what I want to talk about today is how to eat when life is imperfect, because if 2020 and 2021 has taught us anything, life is imperfect and it's going to continue being imperfect, because that's just life. Life will never be this perfect thing that we just feel happy about constantly, that or things will go exactly how we expected and we planned for it to. It will never happen. It wasn't happening like that before the pandemic. And even when the vaccines roll out and, life gets, quote, back to normal, it doesn't mean that life will not have stressors, that life will not, these unexpected things will not pop up. No, that is life. So if anything, like take from any of this stuff, like life is imperfect. So how do we eat when life is imperfect? So again, a lot of people are waiting for life to settle down. They are waiting until they have this perfect 90 days where they can eat healthy, where there is nothing on their social calendar, nothing with their kids pop up, nothing with work pops up. No, people are waiting for like this period where there are no stressors, and that will not happen. Waiting for that is it's more of the all or nothing mindset. Once life settles down, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do a Whole30. I'm going to go all in and I'm going to track macros for 90 days straight. I'm going to go all in and I'm going to, follow Noom perfectly. But until that day, I'm not doing anything. I am eating potato chips. I am stopping at McDonald's. I am going to Jimmy John's for lunch. I'm not doing anything. It's more of the all or nothing mindset. So instead of the all or nothing mindset, might I suggest this something anything mindset, where you're not waiting for this perfect thing, but you're like, cool. What can I still do? I need to do something for myself, anything for myself. I need to do something for my body, anything for my body. Because here's the thing is, without your body, without you taking care of your body, your life ceases to exist. If you do not take care of your body, all of these things that are on your calendar, all of these people who you are supposed to take care of, if you don't take care of yourself, you will no longer be able to function and exist and take care of them, right? Like we have to remember that you need your body. So you need to do things to take care of your body, even when life is imperfect, especially when life is imperfect, especially, self-care is not just the thing that we do when everything is running smoothly. We need self-care, especially when life is very stressful, because that's the thing. It's actually, if you take care of yourself, it's going to help you respond to stress better. It's actually going to decrease the amount of stress that you have. It's going to help you be a person who can manage stress. So yeah, you don't have control over everything that happens in your life. There are definitely things that you can decide to opt out of, and it definitely decreases the stress because you're opting out of those stressors, but you don't have control over everything. But you do have control over how you respond to stress, how you respond to life. You have control over that. So how do we get to this place where we are the person that's in control of how we respond to stress? I think that again, before you jump into a meal plan, so the four quadrants on the how to start a habit, before you jump into a meal plan, I would suggest that second quadrant, taking special notice of that. And I'll post a picture in case you don't know what I'm talking about. The second quadrant, you're so sick of feeling what? You're so sick of feeling what with food? So that could be like physically, I'm sick of feeling gross. I'm sick of feeling like I'm in a food coma. I talked about that yesterday. I'm sick of feeling low energy. I'm sick of feeling blah. Um, Also, that can be an emotionally. You're sick of what with yourself? You're sick of feeling disappointed in yourself, discouraged with yourself, like you can't trust yourself. What are you sick of feeling when life is imperfect? You're doing these actions with food when life is imperfect. And how do you want to feel? You want to feel energized with food. You want food to be that thing that actually helps you manage stress. You want to feel trusting. You want to feel good in your body, good in your head. You want to feel like you are moving along in life and you're taking care of yourself. How do you want to feel? Right. And then that connects back to that aspirational identity. Yes, I'm a person who intentionally takes care of themselves. I am a person who is healthy. I'm a person who consistently shows up for themselves, right? What is that aspirational identity? And then you're like, cool. If that's, I'm sick of feeling this way, I want to feel this way, I want to be that person. What does that person do when life is imperfect? What does that person do, right? That's going to tell you the action that you need to take. Because again, we can talk about all of these different meal plans, we can talk about all of these different systems. Until you connect back to, I'm so sick of feeling this way, I want to feel this way, I want to be this person, what does that person do? And then you're up to bat. It's time. It's the end of the workday, and you can stop at McDonald's or you can stop at the grocery store and grab a bag salad. You have the option. What does that person who consistently takes care of themselves do? They stop at the grocery store and they grab that bagged salad. That's it, right? It's so easy. And so this is why, like, the 5 Ps, I do recommend that as a good meal plan, a good system for eating. It works. It works anywhere. I have done, quote, done the 5 Ps when we've done road trips across the country. We went from Chicago to California up to Seattle and then back to Chicago over the course of 30 days. Eating looked like grabbing packs of salad. It looked like grabbing deli meat. It looked like grabbing baby carrots. It was something, anything. When we stayed at Airbnbs, it was, making our own food there and then maybe going out for one meal. The 5 Ps worked when we went on our road trip in October, I think it was. During the pandemic, we stayed at a few Airbnbs in Texas, and it was the same thing. I still had food from Texas. I still had Texas barbecue, but I'm looking for vegetables, or maybe that was dinner, but I'm still looking for vegetables and protein for my other meals. I'm still taking care of my body because I need my body. In order to enjoy this trip, I need my body to be functioning with me. And if I am so tired or I'm so full and disgusted with food, then I need to go take a nap. And now I'm missing out on the trip. So the 5 Ps work when life is imperfect. It also works so those are the good things, travel. It also works when not so great things are happening. My husband, he had an accident in early 2019. All of 2019 was a struggle. Had surgery. He had surgery in December of 2019. So most of December and then January of 2020, February 2020, March 2020, a lot of that was him sitting on the couch and not really able to do a lot. So I was his caretaker for part of that time and making sure that he had meals, and I still needed to take care of myself. So even a bad imperfect thing, a bad stressful thing, a bad, like part of life. My husband is injured. It's very stressful. We can't, it's hard to see him in pain. We can't go out and do fun things. Still need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And again, it's that showing up for yourself so that you can take care of others and you can participate in life and like play the role that you were meant to play. And so yeah, the 5 Ps work. I was not doing ridiculous meal planning. I was not up on Sundays, I don't know, like going through a million different cookbooks to figure out what to eat. I wasn't having to like log what macros I'm eating or like putting things into containers or using a food scale. No, none of that. Just doing something, anything for myself, eating vegetables and protein with every meal. Oh my goodness, doing something, anything instead of waiting for life to be perfect when I can do the all or nothing. So how to eat when life is imperfect. Do something, anything. Think about how you are sick. You're sick of feeling this way when life is imperfect. Life is stressful. Something happens. You're sick of the feeling that way. You want to feel this way. You want to be the person who can manage life and manage stress this way, what does that person do? What action does that person take? I highly suggest that person eats the 5 Ps no matter what is happening in life. That's my suggestion. Take it or leave it, or create your own. Figure out what's going to work for you. Maybe the 5 Ps, maybe you need to make up your own letters to describe how you should be eating in your meals, and that's okay. Remember that, like, I literally just figured out like what's going to work for you. How can you make this something easy to remember? 5 Ps: plants, protein, a little processed fun food, plenty of water, and put it on a plate. All right. If you are not in the Systems for Self-Care Facebook group, make sure you click the link to join. I'm going to be in there doing some live trainings. I have a 7-minute self-care session I'll be putting in there. That's super exciting. Remember, the link for the Systems for Self-Care Facebook group should be below somewhere, however you're viewing this. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.